What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning this weekend's fight at 126 pounds in Scotland between Nathaniel Collins and Cristobal Lorente. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please remember to hit subscribe? Could you also like this video? Give me a thumbs up, as well as go down to the bottom of your screen, click the notifications button so you never miss one of my videos, so you never miss one of my live streams. Also, be sure to join our Johnny Says Boxing Insider VIP group. It's a couple bucks a month. It's an exclusive membership, meaning you get more access to myself on social medias, more accessibility on my YouTube channel, but more importantly, you become a member of our pro betting Discord. In this Discord, you'll find guys who do this for a living, but you'll also find entertainment bettors. You'll find boxing in there, MMA in there. We also added a soccer and an American football channel as well. That link is pinned in the comment section below. All right, guys. Another one of these boxing weekends that doesn't have a lot of marquee names jumping off the paper, but there are a lot of fights. If you're tuning into this right now, as I uploaded this video today, we have boxing in Japan in the live stream today. I already told you who my upset of the week is going to be and my prop bet of the week. That's happening today in Japan. And then tomorrow, we're watching a really good fight in Africa between Brown and Brandon Glanton. This video, though, takes us to Scotland to feature a fight at 126 pounds between two undefeated fighters, the Scottish fighter Nathaniel Collins and the Spaniard Cristobal Lorente. So in this video, what I'm going to do is break down both fighters' careers. I'm going to talk a little bit about how they go about their business. Stay tuned to the end of the video. Like always, that's where I'll be going over the current Las Vegas odds, and I'll be telling you where to put your money. We last saw Cristobal Lorente fight to a draw. He has 0 losses, but he does have 2 draws. He fought Gill, and the scorecards were kind of all over the place. One judge gave it to Gill, 117 to 111. Another judge gave it to Lorente, and then the third judge scored it a draw. So with Lorente, if you're unfamiliar with him, not really a household name, comes from Spain, orthodox fighter. He's tall for the division. This is 126 pounds. He stands at about 5'9", so he will have a 3-inch height advantage over Collins. He's not a big puncher. He's not super athletic. This guy doesn't really do anything superbly well. What he does do well, though, is he wins, and he doesn't know how to lose, so you always have to take that into consideration. When we're looking at his skill set, his feet are okay, his setups are okay. If I had to pick his best weapon, his jab is probably his best weapon, only because he throws it more often. Every now and then he'll throw his lead hook. I wish he would throw his hook more. And like always, guys, I'm a big body puncher. I wish that he would work the body a little bit more, especially with all of his jab setups. He does have a tendency to get out on his front foot and lengthen that jab a bit too much, in my opinion. This kind of leaves him open to get countered. We'll see with the southpaw in his opponent, Nathaniel Collins, if he takes advantage of this sort of tactic. We last saw Collins fight Lee McGregor on this channel. You know we won money. Nathaniel Collins was an underdog. We featured that fight. The receipts are on the playlist. Fight predictions, you can see that breakdown. Stats don't lie. Collins versus McGregor. We took Collins by stoppage as well, and he looked exceptional. He did exactly what I thought he was going to do, and I feel he's trending in a way in which, when I watch all of his tape, when you watch his career, when you know his story, when you know about all the adversity that he's overcome in his past and more recently to get to this stage of his career, it's really tough to cheer against a fighter like this and to bet against a fighter like this. He's only about 5'6". He doesn't have a lot of knockouts on his resume, but one thing about Collins that I really like, not only his aggression, you would kind of label him a front foot fighter. I like his timing. I like how he sets up his backhand. He puts the pressure on his opponent in such a way he almost makes his opponent throw first by pressuring, makes them make a decision, boom, and then he counters. And that worked really well for him against Lee McGregor, and he's probably going to be looking to do the same against Lorente, he's going to want to pull that offense out of Lorente and then look for a counter. I think it's going to be his backhand. I'm excited to see the props. We'll get into those in a second. Remember, guys, I'm only going to give you my money line. Right now, I do want to take a closer look at the Spaniard and see what he's been up to in his career. Guys, Cristobal Lorente is 20-0 with 2 draws. Of his 20 wins, he has 8 knockouts out of 1,770 fighters in the world at 126 pounds. He's ranked number 52. He's fought a career total of 134 pro rounds and carries into the ring a 40% career knockout to win ratio. The 29-year-old Spaniard is a 5'9.5" orthodox fighter. He was born and raised and lives in Barcelona, Catalunya, Spain. We last saw him fight Ruben Gil, 8-0, split draw in the 12th. Grandelli, 18-3, UD in the 12th. Forte, 20-0, won a majority decision in the 12th. Trana, 15-10, UD in the 6th. You could go all the way down his resume. You're not going to really be able to pick out too many names that you recognize. The way he operates, though, like I said, he's going to want to score points. He's going to want to win rounds. He does that with his jab setup. There isn't a lot of diversity on the jab setup, meaning you don't see too many foot feints. You don't see too many head feints. What he does is prod forward and just sticks it out, sticks it out, sticks it out. And this is going to be his path to victory, in his opinion. I feel, though, he's going to have to take risks. He's definitely going to have to throw his hook, and he's definitely going to have to punch with Collins if he feels that he's going to get Collins' respect and force Collins backwards. This will be a narrative of the fight. It's something that I'm going to be looking towards, and it's something that I feel you guys as fans should be looking towards as well. That sort of game within the game. Right now, I do want to take a closer look at Collins and see what he's been up to in his career. Guys, Nathaniel Collins is 17-0. Of his 17 wins, he has 8 knockouts out of 1,770 fighters in the world at 126 pounds. He's ranked number 17. He's fought a career total of 105 pro rounds and carries into the ring a 47% career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as the Nightmare, and the 29-year-old Southpaw stands at 5'6". He was born and raised in Bearsden, Scotland, United Kingdom. We last saw him fight Lee McGregor, 15-1, stopped him in the 4th. Martinez, 8-26, won a points decision in the 8th. Grandelli, 18-2, won a UD in the 12th. Miller, 13-0, won a majority decision in the 12th. Hamza, 17-1, he won via first round knockout. The fight before that, he won by a 7th round knockout. All in all, what we're seeing here is the best version of Nathaniel Collins. This is his time to shake up the rankings at 126 pounds. If you watch his media day, if you follow his Instagram, he looks locked in. He looks more focused than ever. If you take his last performance against Lee McGregor, it was a Scottish versus Scottish fight. The electricity was amazing, and a lot of people had that as a 50-50 fight, and the money was leaning towards McGregor, but Collins is the one who came out on top. He was sharper. He was more aggressive. His offensive arsenal was just too much, and he really left McGregor standing there without a lot of answers, eventually getting him out of there. When you think about these guys side by side, the age cancels each other out. You could pick and choose and cherry pick the resumes. I don't put too much into either or resume. Both guys, this is their fight of their career. This is their opportunity to propel them onto the international stage and to shake up those rankings at 126 pounds. The Spaniard's going to be the taller fighter. He's going to have the longer reach. What he's not going to have is the power advantage. I don't give him the speed advantage. I don't give him the athleticism. I give all of those things, the physicality side of things, the aggression, the front foot, the power, the ability to make your opponent confused and make your opponent second guess their game plan. I give all of that to Collins. Now, before I get into the current Las Vegas odds, I want to remind everybody I do live streams every day. In those live streams, we break down all of the fights. We also go over method of victories, prop bets, locks. Also in the Discord, that's where I give you all of my bets, where I show you where I'm putting my money. Be sure to click that link that's pinned in the comment section below to become a VIP and join our private Discord. All right, guys, wherever you are in the world, let's pull out our betting apps and let's take a look at these current odds. On the money line, they have the Scottish fighter Nathaniel Collins as a $1.22 favorite, meaning you put $100 on Collins, you get your money back plus $22. The draw is 16-1. Cristobal Lorente is a $4.75 underdog, meaning 100 on Lorente to win. You get your money back plus 375 bucks. Not quite a 4-1 dog, which I feel these odds are pretty good. Not too wide, not too close. I think about a 4-1 for the Spaniard does it for me based off what I've seen on the film study. When I look at these guys' styles, where they're trending, one's coming off a draw, one's coming off an electric performance. Who's the A side? This fight is in Scotland. That crowd is going to be incredible. I love the Scottish boxing crowds, and with the star of Scotland currently retired and stepping away, the former undisputed champion, Josh Taylor, you have to think Nathaniel Collins has put himself in line as the next one up to carry the flag for the Scots in the sport of boxing. When we look at the current landscape of the champions at 126, you have Fulton, Angelo Leo, you have Nick Ball, and then you have my guy Rafa Espinoza. Now, whoever wins this fight, are they going to get a title shot? Maybe, maybe not. Probably each guy needs to win a couple more fights. Where I'm going with my money, on the money line, I'm leaning all in on Nathaniel Collins. I feel like his power, his speed, his aggression, his energy will be too much for the Spanish fighter. Moving forward, is Collins good enough to challenge any of those aforementioned current belt holders at 126? I don't like playing skip ahead theories. I don't like thinking too far ahead regarding matchmaking. We got to get through this fight. We got to see how Collins looks against Lorente. If it's the version we saw against Lee McGregor, I feel that Nathaniel Collins has many more big fights in front of him. And shout out to Frank Warren, shout out to Queensberry, seeing Collins on the undercard in his last fight, seeing how he performed, now giving him a main event and a homecoming. You gotta love it when you see that in our sport. Guys, you don't have to agree with me. This is not an echo chamber. Maybe you saw something in the film with Lorente that I didn't see. In the comment section below, let me know who do you think is going to win this fight, Collins or Lorente. Also, there's another fun fight on this card. I've already broke it down, already featured it. It's in the playlist, Stats Don't Lie, between Mark Jeffers and Willie. Stay tuned to the end of this video because that one is coming up right now. What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning an upcoming fight in Scotland at light heavyweight between Willie Hutchinson and Mark Jeffers. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please remember to hit subscribe? Could you also give me a thumbs up on this video? Go down to the bottom of your screen. Right by my name, you'll find the bell notification button. Hit that so you never miss a video. Also, guys, we launched our Johnny Says Boxing Insider VIP membership on the YouTube channel. It's a couple bucks a month. There's a couple different levels of membership. We have our level 1 and level 2. With our level 2 membership, you not only get full access to myself and more features on YouTube and my other social media outlets, you also become a member of our private betting Discord. Once you join, you get the link to that. And also with our level 2 membership, you get videos such as this. Shout out to a VIP level 2 member, Mankey Crazy. You get once a month a featured video of your choice, and this is their video. To become a member, that link is pinned in the comment section below. All right, guys, we've had a busy month of September. This is currently the last week of September. Not a lot of stuff going on. We do have a pro box card this weekend, but in this video, we're gonna be talking about a fight that happens the following week, October 4th. Our guy Nathaniel Collins is on this card, but we're gonna feature the light heavyweight clash between two 27-year-old contenders in the UK who eventually want to vie for world title fights. One is the Scottish fighter Willie Hutchinson, and his opponent is from Northern Ireland, Mark Jeffers. This one will make for an excellent and electric clash. you could only imagine how that crowd is going to be in Glasgow. So in this video, we're going to be going over both fighters' resumes. We're going to talk a little bit about how they go about their business. And like always, stay tuned to the end of the video because that's where I'll be going over the current Las Vegas odds, and I'll be giving you my prediction and telling you where to put your money. All right, guys, you will recognize Mark Jeffers, whether you're in the UK or not. We just featured him on the channel. It seems like it was last week. It was a couple months back. He fought the American Sean Hemphill, and he lost a very close decision. That fight was at super middleweight. I do want to mention, this fight is at light heavyweight, so this will be Jeffers' first fight at light heavyweight. If you've never seen him fight, he's a fun and exciting fighter. He's one of these guys who fights with a lot of style, a lot of charisma. He likes to counter. I feel when Jeffers is at his best, he's luring his opponent in and he's catching him and he's pulling that string, my coach used to say. Make your opponent miss and give him a receipt. In his opponent, he's fighting another 27-year-old who is the naturally bigger man in the Hutch train, Willie Hutchinson. He will be the hometown favorite. He's coming off of a loss. I should also mention both guys are coming off of losses. The thing with Hutchinson, we haven't seen him in over a year. He lost a close decision to Joshua Buatsi in a fight in which he got dropped. With Hutchinson's style, he is super aggressive, always on his front foot. He has power. He's looking for the stoppage. So when you have a guy like Jeffers likes to counter and use his speed and athleticism against his opponents, and you have a guy like Hutchinson who likes to put it on you, hurt you, and finish the show, and at times, sometimes get out of position and puts himself in a position to get countered, this stylistic matchup, where both men were born from, where this fight is going down, and what's at stake, fight fans are really excited to see this one. Right now, I do want to take a closer look at the B side in this fight, Mark Jeffers, and see what he's been up to in his career. Guys, Mark Jeffers is 20-1 with 7 knockouts out of 1,789 fighters in the world at 168 pounds. He's ranked number 31. Remember, guys, fight is a division above at light heavyweight. He's fought a career total of 113 pro rounds and carries into the ring a 35% career knockout to win ratio. The 27-year-old Orthodox fighter is a 6-foot tall fighter. He was born in Magenfelt, Northern Ireland, and calls Chorley, Lancashire, United Kingdom home. We last saw him fight Sean Hemphill, 18-2. He lost a majority decision in the 10th. Lara, 24-13, stopped him in the 2nd. Cordy, 10-0, stopped him in the 3rd. Johnston, 8-0, stopped him in the 5th. Brown, 13-2, won a UD in the 10th. With Mark Jeffers, this is a guy, if you go to his social medias, he's only 27. He had a lot of hype about him coming up through the ranks. They did a documentary about him you can find on YouTube. So this is a guy who's coming into the fight and every fight like he's going to win. He only has 1 loss. That just happened. I like when I see an undefeated guy who's young, who gets their first loss and then jumps right back on the train. Like I said, it was only a few months back. He fought a really tough guy from New Orleans, and he lost the decision to Hemphill. It was a close back and forth fight. We actually featured that fight on this channel, and a lot of people were shocked in seeing Mark Jeffers get beaten against Hemphill. Going into this fight, he's moving up a division. It's a great feature for him. It's a great opportunity for him, especially everything that's on the line, especially who else is on this card. Like I said, we just saw Nathaniel Collins fight Lee McGregor. That was a battle of Scotland, and Collins came out on top. And Collins is trending with an upward trajectory. So to be on this card as well, that whole part of the world will be watching. I'll be watching, and I know you guys will be watching. Right now, I want to take a look at Jeffers' opponent, Willie Hutchinson, and see what he's been up to in his career. All right, guys, Hutchinson is 18-2 with 13 knockouts. Of his 2 losses, he got stopped once. He's not currently ranked in BoxRec's algorithm at light heavyweight due to his inactivity. He's fought a career total of 86 pro rounds and carries in the ring a 72% career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as the Hutch Train, and the Orthodox fighter stands at 6'1". He was born in Carstairs, Scotland, United Kingdom. We last saw him fight Joshua Buatsi, 18-0, lost a split in the 12th. Craig Richards, 18-3, UD in the 12th. Huban, 17-2, stopped him in the 2nd. Moderna, 29-19, won by knockout in the 4th. Spadaccini, 8-4, stopped him in the 2nd. And a couple fights before that, he fought Lennox Clark. He received his first loss, and it was the first time he got stopped as well. If you watch his fight against Craig Richardson, I feel that's his best win. He was a veteran, a staple at the top of the line of the light heavyweight division in the UK. With Willie Hutchinson, he's a confident fighter. When you watch his style, he's one of these guys who likes to move downhill. He likes to create momentum and slowly watch his opponent shrink and watch them fold. And the minute he does that, he's going to start taking more risks and he's going to start throwing bigger shots and he's going to want to get you out of there. Like I said though, we've seen him get dropped, we've seen him get stopped. With Hutchinson, it's going to come down to being a little bit more patient. I don't want to see him rush his work. With Jeffers, he's going up against a guy who's gonna have the reflex. I give the speed advantage to Jeffers due to him fighting at the lower weight class, only a couple pounds below light heavyweight. But in Jeffers' style, he's gonna want to counter. And once again, like I already said, it makes for an exciting matchup in which it could go either way. The pressure forward knockout guy or the reflex speed counter guy. Before I get into my prediction and go over the current Las Vegas odds, I want to remind everybody, guys, I do live streams every single day. In those live streams, that's where we go over our method of victories, our prop bets, our long parlays. So tune into those live streams so you never miss one. Just click the bell notification button. In these Stats Don't Lie videos, in these predictions, you're only gonna get my money line prediction. All right, guys, let's pull out our betting apps. Wherever you are in the world, let's get them out. Right now, the app I'm using down here in Australia has Willie Hutchinson as the favorite at $1.31, meaning you put 100 on him to win on the money line. You get your money back plus $31. The draw is 16-1. Mark Jeffers is a $3.80 underdog, meaning you put 100 on Jeffers to win on the money line. You get your money back plus 280 bucks. So Jeffers isn't quite a 3-1 underdog. Guys, both men are coming off losses. Both men are 27 years old. The physical part, 6 foot, 6'1", probably are gonna cancel each other out. We'll see if the weight gives Jeffers an issue in terms of his speed and how he carries it. Like I said, this will be his first time at this weight. The home crowd advantage, the A side, the energy is all gonna be on Willie Hutchinson. Watch his tape like I did. Watch him give interviews. This is a very confident young man. He feels that even though he does have a stoppage loss on his record, he's not a perfect O. He has 2 losses. He's taken those blemishes in stride and feels that that's what's gonna make him come out on top. It's the mindset that you gotta have as a boxer. Rather than sitting back and wallowing in a loss, you gotta take that loss and find the positives. Now, when I'm thinking about my money, it's a tough one. Like I said, I usually like siding with the counter boxer, the speed guy, the reflex guy. At this weight class, the pressure forward front foot fighter with the power is dangerous. He usually only has to land 1 or 2 punches. Considering Jeffers is the smaller guy, where I'm putting my money stylistically as well, I'm going all in on the favorite. I feel it's good value. You're only gonna get my money line. You're gonna have to stay tuned as we approach fight week in a week and a half to look at and hear my prop bets. So I'm going all in on the Hutch train, Willie Hutchinson. You don't have to agree with me in the comment section below. Let me know who you're rolling with. Also, one more shout out to Mankey Crazy. This video was for you. I appreciate your support. And guys, if you want to get a video featured with your name tagged and uploaded on my channel and get a shout out like Mankey just got a shout out, join our Johnny Says VIP membership level 2. That link is pinned in the comment section below.